morning, class 8. So today we are here to continue with our online classes. You know that we had already completed chapter 1. So now I will be giving you the answers of chapter 1, one by one, through the screen recording. So you just continue with that. If you feel any doubt, you can pause your video and look at the answers which are being provided. I will even provide you with the answers which I have written. I'll take a snap of that and forward it in your group so you can refer to it. Thank you. Yeah, good morning students of class 8. We had already completed up to question number F, I think. If we had done, circle the odd one out and name the category to which it belongs. If not done, you can check it once. I'll just start from question number F only. First one is tracheids, vessels, phloem parenchyma, xylem parenchyma. So what is the odd one? Out of these four, the odd one is, we have to mark it as, let's see, tracheids is a part of xylem, vessel is also a part of xylem only, xylem parenchyma is also part of xylem. So this one, phloem parenchyma, it is a part of phloem tissue, rest all are parts of xylem only. So odd one is, you have to mark it as phloem parenchyma. The second question is sodium, iron, phosphorus and zinc. Potassium I have cut because two are macro and two are micronutrients. Okay, so better you cut that one. It is wrong. Instead of potassium, you can mark it as zinc because that one was wrong. Okay, so what is the answer you have to provide? The answer you have to provide is, you have to mark it as sodium is a micronutrient, iron is also a micronutrient, zinc is also a micronutrient. So you have to mark it as phosphorus. Phosphorus, why? Because rest are micronutrients. Now you can see the next question is stomata is the odd one. Why? Because rest are layers of root. Then vessel is the odd one in number 4 because rest are tiny pores through which transpiration occurs. Okay. Then we had done question number G, that is exact location of the following. Okay. First one is root here. So you have to write root here are the epidermal cells of root, means they arise from the epidermis. Second one, xylem. Xylem you have to write, they are the vascular bundles which are present in root, stem and leaves. Third one is stomata. Stomata is present in the leaves and the green stems. Fourth one is root cortex. You have to write, it is found below the root epidermis. Then number 5, phloem. It is found in the roots, shoot and leaves. So we have completed up to question number G. Okay. Now what we have to do next question is, we have to do section number 2. Okay, section number 2. So section 2 is given, first question is give reasons. So we have to write root hairs help to absorb water. Okay. Question number G is root hairs help to absorb water. The answer is root hairs, you can check here. Root hairs help to absorb water because they are unicellular, they provide a larger surface area and they are semi-permeable in nature. Okay, the next question number 2, active transport requires energy. The answer is active transport requires energy for the movement of molecules or ions from a region of their lower concentration to a region of their higher concentration, that is against the concentration gradient. Then third question is NPK, that is nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium salts are important macronutrients. So you have to write the reason NPK salts are important macronutrients because nitrogen is required for protein formation. Number 2, phosphorus, it helps in the production of energy. And third one, potassium, it helps to control the opening and closing of stomata. Now fourth question is transpiration helps in the upward movement of water. So answer is transpiration creates a suction pull of water called transpiration pool. This pool extends up to the roots, causing the roots to absorb more water from the soil, and thus it helps in the upward conduction of water. Then question number 5 is, transpiration is faster when it is sunny and hot. The answer is, transpiration is faster when it is sunny and hot because more water evaporates at a higher temperature. Okay. Now the next question is number B, section 2, number B. Explain the following terms. Number 1 is semi-permeable membrane. What is the answer of semi-permeable membrane? A membrane that can allow the passage of water or solvent molecules. Solvent molecules means that liquid molecules only in which a substance dissolves, but prevents, that is stops the entry of solid molecules like sugar is a solid, is called a semi-permeable membrane. The second question is transportation. What is transportation? It is the movement of substances from one part of a plant to another through conducting or vascular tissues of plants. It is called transportation. Okay. Then next question is number 3. Ascent of sap. What is ascent of sap? The upward movement of water and dissolved minerals from the roots to aerial parts of the plants through xylem is called ascent of sap. Then number 4 is translocation. What is translocation? The process by which organic food materials is transported through the phloem from leaves to different parts of the plant is called translocation. The fifth question is, define or explain the term transpiration. It is the process of loss of water in the form of water vapor through or from the aerial parts of a plant. Okay. Now next question we have, you can check in the book. Differentiate the following pairs based on the terms which are mentioned in the bracket. Whatever is given in the bracket, right, not the remaining part. Like first question is given xylem and phloem. Which material they transport? So you have to write the difference based on the materials transported by xylem and phloem. So what is the answer? Xylem helps in the transportation of water and minerals. These two things are transported by xylem from the roots to all parts of a plant, whereas phloem transport only the food which is prepared in the leaves to all parts of the plant. So xylem transport water and minerals, whereas phloem transport the food materials from one part of the plant to the other. Question number 2, absorption and transportation. Only definition we have to write. So what is the definition of absorption? The process of a liquid, gas or other substances being taken in is called absorption. Like the gas is absorbed or the liquid is absorbed. In case of plants, the water is absorbed by the root hairs. What is transportation? It is the movement of a substance from one part of a plant to another through conducting or vascular tissues of a plant is called transportation. Now next question number 3 is root hair and root epidermis. Location we have to write. So root hairs are present outside the root epidermis because it is actually formed from the epidermis only. So it is epidermal outgrowth is known as root hairs, whereas the root epidermis, it is present outside the cortical layer, means outside the cortex it is present. Then question number 4 is stomata and lenticels. The function we have to write. Stomata are the tiny pores which are found in the leaves and the young stems. So they help in the exchange of gases during photosynthesis and respiration, and it also helps to lose excess water as water vapor during the process of transpiration, but lenticels only help in transpiration. Then the last question of this group, macro and micronutrient. Examples we have to write. So example of macronutrients are nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. N for nitrogen, P for phosphorus, I have written also, and K for potassium. Symbol of potassium is K. And magnesium is also a macronutrient, means the nutrients which are needed in large quantity. Examples of micronutrients are iron, manganese and zinc. Then we have the next round of question, that is number D. I will show you in the book also what is that question. Okay, see now question number D is short answer questions. First one is what are root hairs? So answer of this question, what are root hair? That I will show you how to write the answer. Number D answer is 1. Thread like, because root hairs are thread like unicellular, means made up of single cell structures which develop from the extensions of epidermal cells of the root are called root hairs. Only this much is sufficient. Then number 2, define osmosis and diffusion. What is osmosis? Given in your book also. The movement of water or solvent molecules from a region of higher concentration to a region of its lower concentration across a semi-permeable membrane. A semi-permeable membrane is required. Okay, is called osmosis. Whereas diffusion is the movement of molecules of solids, liquids and gases from a region of their higher concentration to region of their lower concentration until the concentration in both the regions is equal or uniform. That is called diffusion. Then next question number 3. What is transpiration pull? The suction pull of water. Suction means the pull which helps to absorb something. The suction pull of water created due to transpiration is called transpiration pull. Then fourth question is what are the elements of xylem and phloem? Elements means which cells makes xylem and phloem. So elements of xylem are tracheids, vessel, then we have the xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. These are the elements of xylem. Whereas the elements of phloem are sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem fibers and phloem parenchyma. Then next question number 5 is what are the 3 modes of transpiration? Means what are the different way by which transpiration occurs? So 3 modes of transpiration are transpiration through stomata, through cuticle or through the lenticels. These are the 3: stomata, cuticle, lenticels. These are the 3 modes of transpiration. Okay. Okay, now we move to the next question, that is number E, which is a long answer question. You can see number E, long answer questions. What are they? Number 1, explain the pathway of water absorbed by roots. It's not clear, no? So explain the pathway of water absorbed by roots. So what is the answer we have to write? Answer is pathway of water absorbed by roots. What are they? Number 1, water which is present around the soil particles, it is available to the plants for absorption. Now root hairs absorb this water from the soil by osmosis. When water enters the root hairs, its concentration becomes higher in the root hair cells because there is more water in the root hair cells as compared to the cells of root cortex. So it creates a difference. This difference in concentration of water inside the root hair cells and the cortex, root hair into the cortex, it helps to move the water from the root hair into the cortex, and there is continuous cell to cell movement of water in the root cells. This creates a pressure which is called root pressure that pushes the water into the xylem vessels. Okay. Now next question number 2 is, you can check number 2, what is the mechanism by which minerals are absorbed by the roots? Define it. The answer is minerals are absorbed by the roots by the process of active transport. Active transport is movement of, that is the definition, movement of molecules or ions from a region of their lower concentration to a region of their higher concentration against the concentration gradient by using metabolic energy. Then third question is, what describe the factors that affect the rate of transpiration? Question number 3. Okay. So question number 3 answer is the factors affecting the rate of transpiration. They are number A, temperature. The rate of transpiration increases with an increase in temperature. Why? Because more water will evaporate at higher temperature. Number B, the second factor is humidity. The rate of transpiration decreases with increase in humidity. Why? Because already air is saturated with water. Okay, so the atmosphere is already saturated with water, means less chances of transpiration. Okay, now the next factor is number C, wind. Greater the speed of the wind, then higher is the rate of transpiration. Why? Because if wind is blowing at a higher speed, the vapors are blown away by wind. Water vapor which is produced by transpiration. Number D is light. The rate of transpiration is greater in light because in the daytime sunlight is there. So sunlight is there means stomata will open. So if stomata opens, then the rate of transpiration increases. And the last factor is soil water. Lower the soil water, it will decrease the rate of transpiration. Then fourth question is, describe what is the significance of transpiration. So significance means importance of transpiration. Number A, cooling effect. Transpiration cool the plant and its surroundings. Why? Because of loss of water by evaporation. Number B is ascent of sap. The loss of water from the leaves creates a suction force in the leaf cells, due to which more water and minerals are drawn into it from roots through the stem. This suction force help in the ascent of sap, that is favor the ascent of sap. Then number C is distribution of minerals. Transpiration pull helps in the distribution of minerals throughout the plant. And the last one, number D, the fourth significance is water cycle. By the process of transpiration, water absorbed by plants return as water vapor and form clouds, and the clouds bring rain, and that helps in the recycling of water. Now fifth question is, what are the features of soil of the root hair for the absorption of water? What are the features we have read? Answer is, features of root hairs for absorption of water are, number A, root hairs are unicellular. If single cell, it can easily help in the movement of water. Presence of semi-permeable membrane, and root hairs provide a large surface area for the absorption of water. Then the last question, number 6, give the deficiency symptoms due to lack of the following minerals. So it is there in page number, I have written already 21. I will give you that page number. And the last question, number 7, I have marked also, like I will show you that page number 21. Yeah, this one. First one, deficiency symptoms of nitrogen, retarded growth. Deficiency symptom I have marked here. Of magnesium is asked. Chlorosis, chlorosis means yellowing of leaves. Deficiency symptom of manganese. Pale means yellow. Spotted leaf means leaves with spotting in it. And zinc, malformed leaves means the leaves which are not well developed. Okay. Then the last question is, explain how transpiration pull helps in the absorption of water and minerals from the soil. For this, from page number 22 you can write. Okay, page number 22. This ascent of sap paragraph is there, no? The evaporative loss of water from the leaves creates a suction force. I'll provide you this page number. In leaf cells, due to which more water, up to this one you can write, up to the leaves, this paragraph. Okay, so today this much only. You write this one as homework. Thank you.